Hey guys, it's Kathleen. I am ready to hit the sales today. It is Saturday. I am super proud to say that I got every one of those purses listed and they have started to sell. So yay me. So that just means that I need more inventory. So we are hitting a sale that I've never gone to before. It's for a woman's ministry and it's a bit of a drive. It's like 45 minutes from my house and they didn't have pictures. But they said all the things designer now. Sometimes that means they have one or two things designer and then the rest is like, Walmart brand. But we're going to drive and see because there's not hardly any yard sales today. I don't know what's going on and it's beautiful weather. I guess people are just starting to go away for the summer. I don't know, but I am going to go drive for this indoor yard sale. And then there is another estate sale that I might hit up if I don't bring home too much inventory today. So let's go. Let's hit the road. Good morning. Good. How are you doing? That's good. Okay, so right off the bat, it is not an indoor sale, and it was definitely advertised as an indoor sale. So I'm already a little salty, but as you can see, this is not up to church yard sale standards, in terms of volume. And spoiler alert, there were no designers to be had unless you consider time and true designer. I do not. Now, since I listed those 57 purses, I feel like I am entitled to pick up a few more. I was really trying to find some gems here. I did find this unbranded backpack, and I went back and forth because it is such a thick leather. It is vintagey, but I did do a Google lens search and then an eBay lens search. And the comps that I found in eBay were just a little bit disheartening. And so I ended up leaving it behind, but it really is a beautifully made purse, or rather backpack. I did see this little Coach wallet, and I do love to pick these up. I just had questions about the authenticity of this. I really don't think it was a real Coach. There was no branding or anything on the inside, and it was missing its tab pull, so I tossed it back. Now, I had never heard of this brand before, L'Artiste by Spring Step, but when I took a gander at the comps, they seem to have really decent comps. I don't think these are going to sell much more than $30, but they were never worn, so I was happy to pick those up. She ended up charging me $5 for those. Well, that was a bust. And then I did an impulse buy at the last minute and grabbed two Mercedes-Benz pillows that you would attach to your car seat. And it doesn't look like they're going to sell for much more than $20 either. I only paid $5 for them, but nonetheless. But the good news is I have found another yard sale in Hoover, which is all the way back where I came from. But that's okay because that's where the estate sale is and it doesn't open until 10. So we're going to hit that Hoover sale first. Okay, well, I went to download the Hoover sale from my GoPro and it wasn't there, so Lord only knows what I did with it. I'm sure I accidentally deleted it, but I'm going to jump right to the estate sale footage. But I did pick up a few things from the Hoover sale that I will show you in the haul. So of course I was drawn to these purses, and one of the first ones I found is this gorgeous vintage Polo Ralph Lauren little nylon, I guess it's a satchel. So I didn't initially grab it, but I did in a few minutes. And then of course I found another sack bag. This one is in awesome condition, super cute. Probably gonna go about $20 or so. The Ralph Lauren, I expect to go around the $30 mark.
I'll come that way.
There's anyone out here with a silver Lincoln Navigator? Oh, okay.
Look at that. That's a vibe.
I mean, it could be from the lobby.
Thank you. Oh.
I like it.
Yeah. This was another vintage little corduroy tote bag, but the comps were much lower than the JanSport one, so I ended up leaving this Tommy bag behind. Now, if you see at the foot of the bed, there are all of those Afghans. Let me know in the comments if you sell these. I know a lot of people swear by them. They just seem to be so bulky to store and ship and all the things that I don't ever really give them more than a passing glance when I see them at estate sales. Sure.
Thank you for doing that. No problem.
Shelves going on at home with all kinds of little critters and dogs.
Hey guys, welcome back to the haul. So I did not pick up nearly as much stuff as I did last weekend, but I still think I found a couple of good items. Now the first thing, that church sale was not my idea of a church sale. I do not like it when it's just really a glorified garage sale. Now, I drove that far because they listed all these designer names that they were going to have, one of which was Fry purses and Fry shoes. They had none, like zero, and I was there 10 minutes after it opened. So I'm questioning their false advertising, but nonetheless, I did manage to pick up two items. First item I picked up is a, new to me brand. These are Spring Step by L'Artiste, and they are brand spanking new. They have the original tags, although it's not a price tag, but clearly these have never been worn. These, I think, are going to go for between $30 and $40. She charged me $5 for these. And then the last thing I threw in off camera, and it was just an impulse buy, and it really was just because I know sometimes like little accessories that you buy for your car can do okay. So she charged me $5 for both of these. And these are kind of like, they're not kind of like, they are neck pillows that you snap around your headrest in your car. When I got to my car and I pulled up the comps, they look like a pair of them are going to sell for between $20 and $24. So still not bad on a $5 investment, but I was really hoping it was going to be a bigger profit than that. Okay, so then I went to the next yard sale. This was a Hoover yard sale that I just pulled up on yardsales.com or whatever, Yard Sales by Me, whatever that app is called, with like 50,000 commercials that you have to weed through before you can even look at the pictures. But I did find another sale to go to. And so at that sale, I bought a couple of purses because that's what I need, more purses to list. This is a beautiful sack purse. I've really been on my sack purse vibe lately. Never run into yard sales where I found so many of them. And this is nice because it has that soft leather shoulder strap. And then I don't know what to think because I haven't found any comps. She is like immaculate inside. I do love that it's got this beading little accent as well. She wanted $10 for it, but she gave it to me for $5. And then I've never sold a Liz Claiborne purse, but I just liked the vibe, which is really, the vibe was sack purse vibe. But it was new with the tags still on. Just this really cute little boho chic type of purse. And these look to sell about $18 to $20. And then she charged me $5 for this Gail Pittman. I have a lot of luck with Gail Pittman. Now, I don't go looking to, you know, pick up huge lots of it. But when I find a piece here or there, especially this has 0 chips in it. It doesn't have any crazing that I could see. It's vintage from 1995 and it's signed. So this to me is a good pickup. I think I'll probably get about $15, $18 for this. Okay, that was everything at the second yard sale then. Everything else was at this estate sale. So this estate sale, she had a lot of like cha-chas. You know, she just had all these little trinkets all over the place, but most of them were made in China and not really in my wheelhouse. But the rest of the stuff that I'm going to show you, she only charged me $30 for. So I did really well at this sale. Now, I did get 2 things for me just because we are redoing the front of our house, like the front flower beds. And I thought these are cute little accents to add in. And they were only $2 a piece. So you can't beat that. They're super cute. I will put those to good use. Now, I did get another set of flatware. And I'll tell you, my flatware inventory is up there. Flatware moves for me, but it's been a little bit slow lately. Now, I have had a lot of luck, and I have it in a crispy little bag, but I've had a lot of luck selling these plastic handle types of vintage flatware, even when they're not anything spectacular. Now, these are all older, so they've got spots, but I can clean that up easily. 2 different sets. So I didn't realize that. The first set, and I'll just pull out one of them, does not have a rivet in the handle, and they are by Gibson. And I have 27 pieces of this set. Okay, so this second set, the one with the rivet on top, is WF, and I can't remember. I think it's Washington Forge, and it is a stainless Mardi Gras set. And I mean, I know you can't possibly read that, but they are all stamped, and this feels heavier. I can't remember what the comp was. I think it was around $20 for like 10 or 12 pieces. So I don't have a complete set of either one of them, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I can even lot them up, you know, all the forks together, all the spoons together. We'll see how much time I have before it's time to head on back to school. Okay. 2 other little trinkets. I really liked this doll because she was giving me strawberry shortcake vibes. Now, it was a little bit dim when I was looking at this. The comp seemed to be right around $20. She was only $2. But when I got her home, her flour is super dirty. I'm just going to take my concoction and rub it on in, and I think she'll clean up just fine. But figure $15 to $18 for her. And then this I really got for myself because I have a bunch of olive wood Christmas ornaments on my tree every year, and I just loved this. Now, I did look it up because if it was going to be, you know, a banger, I wasn't going to keep it, but it's not. There's a million of them listed, but this is just for me. All right, and then the rest are purses. Okay, love. Now, it's not that it's going to sell that high, but this is such a vibe for me because when I went to college way back in the 80s, the sports sacks, they were the shit. I mean, everybody had one, and I loved mine. So this is not only a sports sack, it's in excellent condition. It is, it can be a crossbody, it can be a shoulder strap, and it's animal print. So that was definitely a yes. This one was a surprise to me because I was having trouble finding comps when I was in there. But this is Ralph Lauren Polo Jeans Company, and it looks to sell around the $30 mark. And look, it's got that. It's in fabulous condition. I mean, I would hazard a guess that it was not even used. Whoops, it was open already. I mean, look at that inside. It's so nice and clear, or nice and clean rather. Wait, let me flatten that out. So it opens up into kind of like a little bit bigger than you can you see that? Yeah, you can't see anyway. But immaculate. It's a nice, thick, nylon material. Loved this and was really happy when I saw the comps. Okay, another sack purse. Oh, it's all twisted. Perfectly clean, very clean on the inside, just a cute little crocheted crossbody. Then I grabbed this LLV, and this looks like it's in new condition. The strap, it does have a strap here. Very clean on the inside. And these look like they can go $25, $30, if I'm remembering correct. And then the last one I really just picked up because I was feeling this purse. Something about this messenger bag in corduroy, vintage JanSport. So adorable. I was having trouble finding comps when I was there, but then when I got home, this should sell for right around the $30 mark, so that's not a bad pickup. So I think I did really well for all those purses for $30 plus some other stuff. I was definitely not disappointed when she told me everything was $30. So, okay, I know this is a bit of a quick haul, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you hit and you get 57 purses, and sometimes you don't. So anyway, if you like thrifting content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.